Hello, we're going to discuss today the power of disruption. Disruption, as you know, is a very popular word today. Everybody is using that word. In fact, disruption was born when we invented the disruption methodology in 1991, 1992. We launched that methodology at that time. It was the first time that the word disruption has been used in the business world. We even trademarked disruption at the time, which is kind of useless today because everybody is using the word. But something important. People use the disruption word usually to describe what happened. Uber or Airbnb have disrupted their marketplace. They've been destructive, very destructive in many ways. So people say there's been a disruption. For us, it's slightly different. It is a methodology. It's a way to approach the strategy upstream. We are not interested in what is. What we want to do is try and imagine what could be. So we have a methodology, disruption. For those of you who don't know, it's a very simple, very basic method. It's based on a 3-step process: convention, vision, disruption. You start looking at all the conventions on the market, the consumer conventions, the companies conventions, whatever conventions, and you find one strong convention that you can challenge, then you're up on the good direction. Then you have to define a vision, because you cannot go in any direction. You have to know what you want to do with your brand, what the brand should stand for. So when you know the convention you want to challenge, and when you know the vision you want to have for your brand, then you have to come with a disruptive idea, a disruption, to accelerate the path between that convention and that vision. It looks complicated, but it's very simple, in fact. It's extremely simple, because at the end of the day, when you want to have a new idea, you have to challenge what's been done before. So it's just a methodology which is extremely simple, basic, empiric, very simple. And to do that, and when we do that, you come with big brand ideas. For instance, in our company, think different for Apple, impossible is nothing for Adidas, shift for Nissan, win from within for Gatorade, and so many more. So when you have a strong vision, you can encapsulate that vision in 2 or 3 words, the way I've just described. This is very important in the age of digital. It's very important to know what your brand stands for, because for 2 reasons. First, today, businesses are going from one market to another, from one category to another, and if you don't pay attention, you can lose direction. You don't know what you stand for anymore. So the more you move very fast in many different opportunities and business opportunities, at the end of the day, what the brand is extremely important. And second, because of social media, because of digital, because of everything, you got more and more capabilities or opportunities. You can talk in so many different ways that, again, you can have an idea, but the idea is off track. So you have to be sure that you have a very strong brand vision to inform everything you do. So this is about disruption as a brand building tool, as a way to know what your brand should stand for again. And brands today are very important. Obviously, they've always been important. They are more today, because today in companies, the non-tangible assets are worth more than the tangible ones. Copyrights and trademarks are worth more money than factories and machines. And among all these intangible assets, the brand is number one. So at the end of the day, when you build a brand, you build the number one asset of many companies. So it's extremely important. So that's what disruption is all about, building brands. Now, having said that, that's what we've done in my company for 20 or 25 years. We organize disruption days with our clients. 20 people from the client side, 20 people from the agency, and we think together, and we have a lot of exercises on convention, on vision, on disruption. So I will not go through all these exercises, obviously, but step by step we realized that some of these exercises could be interesting to think in terms of innovation, not only innovative brand strategy, but innovative products and services. So we use some of our tools of the disruption days to come with more innovation. We use a lot the what if process, the what if questioning. Let me explain in 2 minutes what I mean. I believe that I know first that many companies are not innovative enough. We all believe that we are living in a world of innovation because of the GAFAs, because of Airbnb and Uber and Telsa and all these companies. But at the end of the day, 80% of the worldwide economy is based on companies who are not born digital. And all these companies, there are many statistics to prove that, are not innovating enough. So we try to help them in the following way. We look at many different cases, Jack Ma with Xiaomi or Alibaba or Apple or whatever, and we try to extract from these cases what's the most interesting thing. And from that core way of thinking of these innovative companies, we turn the thing into a what-if question. I give you one example. If you take, for instance, Jeff Bezos and Amazon, he didn't start by thinking what kind of products he would sell. He started with a platform, an asset, which is the Amazon platform, which is the intersection of breakthrough logistics and fantastic IT. So he didn't start with the product. He started with the platform, with the asset. So we call this asset-based innovation, for instance. So if you take Tom's, the shoe company, they give a pair of shoes in developing countries to a kid in developing countries each time they sell a pair of shoes in developed countries. So the what-if question was this: what if you would consider CSR as the core of your business, not as philanthropic, as the core of your business? I have to go fast, so I give you two examples. In our methodology in the agency, we've got 15 paths of innovation with 2 or 3 what-if questions, and during a disruption day with our clients, we go through the 45 questions. It's a very empiric, simple way of working. It's a try and live model, if you want. We go to one question. If it doesn't inspire anything, we go to the second one, to the second what if, the third what if, and we go throughout the day through the 45 what ifs. And if only one gives you the beginning of an idea, then the day, the disruption day on innovation has been successful. So, in a nutshell, to summarize what I told you, we use disruption in 2 different ways. First, we do use disruption for brand building, the brand vision, what the brand wants to stand for in the future. And second, as a tool to help our clients to come with more innovation ideas. And again, it's very important because many companies are not innovating enough. And if they are not innovating enough, their long-term growth is in question, which is obviously a problem. So that's why we believe in the power of disruption. Thank you so much for listening.